What's going on, YouTubers? Brandon Latruga here, and I'm just gonna make a quick video on how I own my 2012 Dodge Challenger, my 2012 Chevy Silverado. I always get a lot of questions how I own these cars at such a young age, and I figured it'd be a good idea to explain like how I can afford this. Carbon fiber, everything, and custom paint job, lime green. Can't really see it right now, but I decided to make a video and explain how I own these two amazing vehicles and a house at the age of 21. Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Brandon Latruga here, and I just want to make a video of how I purchased my 2012 Dodge Challenger, my 2012 Chevy Silverado, and they both cost about $40,000 each, and I bought them straight up. So people always wonder how I could afford to do that at such a young age, and I always get questions when I go out to the gym and stuff that, like, is that your car? How do you afford that? And all sorts of things. And like, oh, I bet your payments are outrageous. I'm like, no, it's not. And I just did the right things at a right age, and I just wanted to explain to you guys how I was able to afford that. And a lot of people always ask, so I figured I should make a video and explain how I bought those cars. So first thing I did was I had a goal, and obviously it was to get the Challenger and get the truck, but yeah, I just set out a goal, and those were my goals at the time. And with anything really, you can set it with anything, like buying a new TV, buying a house, any sort of thing. So my goal was just to have nice cars, because at a young age I was always into sports cars and trucks and everything, any sort of car I just loved. So that was the first thing I did. Second was I sat down and went through my bills, and I got a financial advisor, which really was a big thing, to get a financial advisor and have them help you go through all your bills and figure out how much money you make and what you can do with your money. So again, like I said, I went through my bills, and I went and saw how much money I made every month. And at the time I was working at Bear Paint and only made about like $1,800 a month, and I would go through my bills and figure out, phone bills, food, credit cards, any sort of thing, anything like that. I would go and see, how much money I had to work with, and what I was able to do. So, I spent like $300 on, my bills, and then I would have, well over, 1,000 left over. So I put half of that into a savings account, and the other half for food, gas, etc., anything like that. And the other thing I did was I created a savings plan. So every month I put a certain amount of money into that savings account and let it grow. With interest, it's not so great right now, but it does help. So I had a portfolio made with my financial advisor, and they put the money where it would work out best. So another big thing at the time was I went to community college, and a community college is way cheaper than a university. Not knocking on universities or anything, going to university is great if you can afford it, and if that's what you want to do, great, go with it. But you're gonna pay twice as much to take the exact same classes at a community college, So that's what I did, because also, you have to pay room and board. And my first year I went away to college, and room and board for like one semester was like $10,000. That's $10,000 that I didn't need to spend on just staying in a place. So that's like I said, community college is a really good way to go. You get the right education, and you transfer once you need to finish your degree and stuff. So that's what I did, and that also helps you stay out of debt. Debt is one of the worst things that you could have when you're trying to save money, because when you have that debt, that's all your money is going to, is trying to pay off a credit card, trying to pay off your bills. You just bought a new phone, so you have to pay that off, and it adds up. And over time, when you keep collecting more debt, all your income just starts to spread out to all your credit cards or whatever you own, and you don't really have any of that money for yourself. So yeah, that was one thing that I also did. Also, very important thing I really encourage everyone to do, doesn't matter how old you are, you need to set up a Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is very important for a long-term financial stability. 401k plan is good too, but having a Roth IRA is very good because in the long run, it's going to help you, when you get around 60, 70 years old, have money. You can have all these nice cars or nice things, but if you don't have something set for the future to retire, then what's it all for? It doesn't really matter. So you need to get some sort of savings plan set up or whatever it is, a Roth, 401k, any of that, because Social Security, sorry, it's a fact, people my age are not ever going to see Social Security, ever. So don't count on that at all because it's just not going to be there. So yeah, Roth, that's another thing that I did. When I'm 70, I'll have $1 million. It's just, that's what I set up, and each month, I put money away towards the Roth. I put money into my savings account, and I have my financial advisor put money in my portfolio and stuff. So it's just, it's great to just have all sorts of different savings things going on to help reach your goals. So what else? Another thing that I did, which was great, to learn how to, get extra money, was learning extra different traits, learning different traits. So such as, I learned how to do laminate flooring, I learned how to do tiling, I learned how to do backsplashes, I learned how to do some plumbing. I learned how to, a while back before I learned this stuff was I mowed lawns, I did whatever it was, odd jobs, I built decks, any sort of thing like that to bring in extra income. And it worked out great. Like I said, I did flooring, and in fact, I did my own flooring, as you can see. Sorry, it's kind of a mess in here. It's my dogs. But yeah, I did my own flooring and stuff, and they wanted to charge me, I think it was well over $5,000 to do my flooring for the lumber and labor and everything, and I did it for under $2,000, my entire first floor of my house that I own. I did the entire first floor for under $2,000, so I saved $3,000, and I learned a really good trade because I've made several thousands of dollars putting in laminate flooring for people on the weekends and stuff, because it's easy, and if you learn the trade and if you're good enough at it, you just do it on the side, and like I said, a couple weekends I'd make a few $1,000s, and I go straight into the savings account directly in there. I don't even touch it, don't put it in my checking account and be like, oh, what can I buy with it? No, straight into the savings. That's how I was able to buy my cars and own them and not have to lease them or, get loans out. I just bought them, put the money aside, and just purchased it. That's the other thing. When you purchase something and you have cash, you can always negotiate on anything. If cash talks, that's the truth. If you have money, you can always negotiate on the price and stuff. So, like I said, I've done tiling work for people and made several hundreds of dollars doing that several times. So, like I said, it's just good to have a trait to bring in extra income on top of what you make. Like I said, if you go out for a weekend, work Saturday and Sunday, you can make $1,000 just doing a little bit of extra work, So if it's worth it to you, then it was worth it to me at the time, so I just went and did it. So that's how I was able to buy my cars and stuff. Currently, like I said, I really like cars, so I'm going to try to buy a Lamborghini Gallardo. That's my next goal. And I think I only have about $8,000 right now, after buying a house and have two other vehicles. Like I said, both $40,000 vehicles, so and purchased a house. So I'm kind of behind on that, but in a few years I'm going to buy a Lamborghini Gallardo with cash because that's going to be the best way to do it. I don't want to finance it, even though I could, because another very important thing is having good credit. And I could finance it, like I was saying, because my credit score is around 750, really good. Because like I said, when it comes down to it, you have to pay your bills. It goes, pay your bills, just pay your bills, never be late. That is one thing you don't want to ruin, is your credit score. Because if you ruin your credit score, you can't buy a house, you can't buy cars, you can't buy anything without being screwed with the interest rate. Interest rate's everything. Some people I know buy something and their interest rate's 23%, right? So every month they pay the minimum. They're paying the minimum, but the bill is not going down because all it's covering is interest. So if you're going to get screwed on the interest, there's no point in even putting it on a credit card. Just save up and buy it. So, don't ruin your credit score. But like I said, I'm gonna just buy the Lamborghini with cash, and one way that I'm gonna help do that is I have a dog that I'm gonna breed. She's a Dogo Argentino, really rare breed. Not really too well known. I don't know. You might have heard the story of like the Dogo Argentino that saved a girl from a mountain lion. Um, yeah, so I have a Dogo Argentino, champion bloodlines, and AKC registered and everything. So one thing I do not encourage is breeding a dog if you don't know what you're doing. Don't breed a dog just to make money and be a puppy mill, and that's just terrible. So don't do that. I don't encourage that whatsoever. Like I said, we're gonna breed her because she is a rare dog, and we do know what we're doing, and we did our research and everything, and I did the proper tests. Like before she's 1 year old, you can breed at the age of 2, and so what I did was I got the blood work done. I did the bear testing for the ears. I got the eyes done, and I got the hip dysplasia done. And I did all those tests when she turned 1, and you can't breed until 2. So if she wasn't good for breeding, I would have gotten her spayed. But she's good to breed, so I'm gonna wait till she's 2, and then we're gonna breed her. And again, like I said, those puppies can go from $2,500 to $3,000. So if she has 10 puppies, that's $30,000 right there. After it's all said and done, the shots and all that stuff. But I mean, like I said, it's kind of like supply and demand. When I was younger in middle school, I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it just kind of goes along the lines of that. Just supply and demand, and what will make you money that other people don't have. And again, Dogo Argentino, very very rare breed. No one else in Colorado breeds her, so it's kind of like one up on them already. And that's just another way that I am gonna make money. It's all about just having the right goal plan and knowing what people want, what people need, and you do it. Again, going back to the house stuff, it's the booming thing right now. Remodeling is the booming thing. So if you can learn how to do something to do with houses and remodeling, you will make money on the side if you want, or as a job even. You will make money. So just kind of learn and do that. So again, right now I'm currently a field engineer. I make $28 an hour, decent pay. I own a house, so I still put money away. I try not to have any debt. I only have maybe 2 credit cards at most. One was the ring I bought with my fiance. I put that on a credit card, and I just have a regular credit card. So again, I'm not in debt. My credit score is about 750. I bought a house at the age of 21. My interest rate on the house is only 2.9%, so it's great. It's mostly going all to principal. Nothing's really going to the interest. And again, another plan I have for the future to make money. Once it's time to buy a new house, I'm gonna rent this house out at $2,000 a month, and the mortgage right now is only like $1,100 a month. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna charge $2,000 for rent and put it all into the house again. Try to put money straight to the principal, get it paid off faster, and then once you own the house, you have straight income. So it's just, again, being smart with your money, knowing what you're doing with your money, knowing to invest your money in the right things. And I mean, that's just what I did, so that's what I'm going to do. And again, I mean, it'll be bad because I won't be able to claim that house on taxes, but I will have straight income coming in, $2,000 a month, and if I did want to sell the house down the future, if I wanted to, it would be paid off and it'd be straight income. If I sell the house for $260,000, that's all mine. $260,000 is mine. So again, just have a plan, make a plan, and then stick with the plan, and it usually works out. Key thing though is get a financial advisor and start a Roth. If you get anything out of this video, start a Roth IRA. Trust me, it will pay off. You will be thankful come age 60 or 70. So yeah, that's just my video of how I bought my cars, and again, I have a house, and next goal is a Lamborghini, and I'm sure I'll make a video with the Lamborghini a lot, what I do to it, and when I get one. But yeah, that's about it. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment, subscribe, like the video, and I will be making more videos. But one thing I wanted to leave you on is hard work. It's a saying that I've always heard, and I like to stick to it because it's true. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So the harder you work at your goals, the better you'll do, and in the long run, it'll pay out. So this is Brandon leaving you. Have a good day.